Here are the 17 flannel shirts with the highest sell-through rates on eBay. Starting with number 1 is Filson or CC Filson. They have both wool and cotton shirts. And the sell-through rate for Filson is 348%. The total market is 1,018 shirts. The average sold price is $63. So the total market is just the actives and solds added together to give you an idea of a full picture of how many things are being bought and sold out there. So Filson, you've probably heard of them. Look for the diamond. If you're out there shopping, you're going to want to look for the diamond on the tag. Some of the better ones will have like a Western theme. So look out for the pearl snaps or any of the cargo pockets. I call them cargo pockets. That's probably not what they're really called. But the big flat pockets, you'll see those on a majority of these Filson shirts actually. The vintage stuff will sometimes go for quite a bit more. And as it is with most men's clothing or most men's shirts, XL and up, 2XL, 3XL, big and tall sizes are always going to go for more money and generally faster. They'll sell quicker. That was number 1 is Filson or CC Filson. Keep an eye out. 2 is Outer Known. Sell-through rate 246%. Average sold price $54. Total market $229. So this is a lot more rare than Filson. This is a surf brand. Their most famous shirt is the blanket shirt. This is a blanket shirt. You'll know a blanket shirt because the yarns are a lot thicker. It's a thick yarn with a tight weave, and they get soft as you wear them out. So this one is a blanket shirt. Look for the thicker flannel, and you'll know it's a blanket shirt. That's not the only shirt they have, the only flannel they have. They also have one that's called a transitional flannel. Here's one here. It's a little more lightweight. But anything Outer Known is going to be worth picking up. $54 for a used shirt is pretty dang good. Number 3 is Faherty. Total sell-through rate is 190%. Sale price average is $34. Total market's $547. So this isn't super rare. It is out there. It's almost half as common. It is half as common, more than half as common as Filson. $34 is pretty good for the average sold price. The thing to look for with Faherty is the tag, obviously, the sun and the waves. It kind of sticks out. So it's easy to spot Faherty at the store once you get an idea what the tag looks like. Their Southwestern Aztec styles like this are going to sell for more, and they're going to sell faster. This goes for other brands too, but in general, with Faherty, anything with the Southwestern flavor or the Aztec flavor, Western, pearl snaps, it's going to go faster and for more money. So number 3, Faherty. 4 is Pladra flannel shirts. These are known for the Elkhorn logo or just the buckhorn logo, whatever it is. It's a horn from an elk or a buck. And you'll notice on their shirts, before we go into that, their sell-through rate is 183%. Average sold price $30. Total market $34. So they're very rare. But they are out there, and you'll know them by the flip cuffs will have a wildlife scene on it. Sometimes they'll have the logo on the back shoulder, and they'll have the elk horn on the pocket as well, on the front pocket sometimes, like that. So keep an eye out for Pladra. It's really rare, and you will get $30 or a little more or a little less, but just know it's out there and keep your eye out for it. Now that I said it, maybe you'll start seeing it. Next we have the Vermont Flannel Company. These are great shirts. I'm wearing one right now. It's one of my favorites. The total sell-through rate is 178%. Average sale price is $25. Total market's 287. That's a little more than half as popular as Faherty. By popular, I just mean literally popular, like populating the stores. A little more than half as much as Faherty is. And 178% sell-through rate, so it's going to go within about 50 days. If you pick one of these up, it should go within 50 days. The thing that helps them stand out is the buttons are a lot of the times contrasting. Like these are kind of a brownish color when they could have easily went with like a dark or a black or, you know, even a blue would have looked okay. But a lot of times they'll use buttons that are a little bit of a splash of color or whatever. So here's another example. The buttons always stand out, and they have the name Vermont Flannel on the buttons. And they have their tag on the bottom front tail, like this. Mine's a little more on the side, but so it's easy to spot these in the store. They're made in the USA. That's one of their things, one of their selling points. They're really well-made shirts. I've had this for probably at least 5 years, and I beat the heck out of it. It hasn't ripped or even got a little hole in it or anything. These things are just great. So if you find one, pick it up and sell it, or just keep it. These things will last forever. So Vermont Flannel, number 5. Number 6 is Cool. Everybody knows Cool. It's got the mountain with the shield looking and the U with the umlauts. And they're known for their silly style names like the Dillinger with no E. Or there's more of them. Let's see if I can find another one. Descender with no E. And the thing about Cool is the sell-through rate is 164%. Average sale price is $26. The total market is 1,022. So these are out there. Keep an eye out for Cool flannels. And when you do find them, make sure you take the time to get the style code off of the content tag from the inside of the shirt. Because, like I said, they have these names, Descender, The Fugitive. If you know the name of the style, then you're going to sell it for more money and much faster. Because people go to the Cool website, they find a shirt they like, and they find out it's too expensive. So then they go to eBay to find it used. And if you have the one with the same name as the website, you're going to sell it fast. It's just true. It's worth the extra 10 minutes or whatever it takes to figure it out. So that was number 7 of the highest in the highest sell-through rate flannels. Number 8 is 32 bar blues. I'm sorry, I got my numbers mixed up. This is number 7. Cool was number 6. 32 bar blues, the sell-through rate is 160%. Average sale price is $22. The total market's 78 shirts on eBay. So it is pretty rare. It doesn't go for that much. $22 is still good though if you find it. Look for the tag. The shirts are not, there's nothing really distinctive about them. They're just basic shirts, but the tag is unique. If you see the tag, it looks kind of strange and more of a, if you're looking from a distance and you see it like this, a lot of times it'll be on top of a piece of chambray or denim or something with a little, white rectangle. Pick it up because it's probably 32 bar blues. And on the cuffs, this isn't a good picture. Maybe they have a close-up. Not this one. They have a little musical note on the cuffs a lot of times. Well, there's one of them. That's not on the button. But they have it on the cuff buttons. Oh, hell, I'm not going to find it. So this button here, not the cuff, but the one that's up a bit, will usually have a little musical note. So you're just going to have to imagine what it looks like. So that's 32 bar blues, number 7. Number 8 is probably in my top 3, is Howler Bros. The reason I like it so much is because of this. Okay? The sell-through rate is 148%, which is great. But the average sold price is $36. which is great for a used shirt. 36 bucks, and it's 196 total market. So it's not super rare, but it's also nowhere near as popular as cool is as far as finding it. Look for this tag with the lightning bolt on the H, and look for the monkey head. The monkey head is the easiest way to identify one of these shirts quickly. They've got it sometimes on the seams, on the back, shoulders like this, and sometimes it'll even be on the pocket too. This is a good close-up. The seller did a good job. If this is your shirt, I approve of your photographing, because they get close-ups of the important stuff. Heed the call, that's their gimmick. Another thing to look out for these Howler Brothers shirts, they're famous for these gun butt pads, shotgun pads, and also elbow pads. This one doesn't have it, or doesn't look like it does. A lot of their shirts will have elbow pads and shotgun pads. These are great shirts. I actually don't own any of these, but I will. But Howler Bros, good stuff. It sells really fast for good money. That's number 8 in the list. We're just about halfway through. Number 9, Ironheart. This is the most valuable brand on the list. Ironheart flannel has a sell-through rate of 148%. Average sold price for a used shirt is $226. $226 for a used shirt. And the market is just a little bit less than Howler Brothers. 134 items versus 196. These things are out there. They're just not very common. If you see this, pick it up, because you're going to get at least $100, even for a torn up one. It's a Japanese brand. You'll notice it by a lot of their shirts have the Western aesthetic with the pearl snaps and such, and the little pointed shoulder pads, and you can also see the Works ink on the inside. If you find this tag, then it is an Ironheart flannel. The other thing to keep in mind is this tag. It's not always going to be black and yellow. Sometimes it'll be blue and white. Sometimes it'll be, pink and green, whatever. But it's going to say Ironheart with a line under it and all caps. The last thing I'll note about Ironheart is that it is a Japanese brand, and the sizing is a little goofy. They run small. So if you find one that's an extra large on the tag, measure it. And if it's been worn or used for a while, it's probably going to measure more like a large, and in extreme cases like a medium. So be aware that the sizing is goofy, because it is a Japanese brand. So Ironheart, number 9. Number 10 is Fjallraven, or Fjallraven, whatever your preferred way to speak is. I call it Fjallraven, and it is known for this logo of the fox and the tail. You see that on a shirt, and it's a flannel shirt, or any shirt. Pick it up. Sell-through rate, 140%. Average sold price, $45. Total market's $279. So it's not super rare, but it's not as popular as Cool or even Fairdy. But it's out there. I found this several times. Look for the flannel shirts. Look for the little fox. They do have merino too, so be aware of that. Look for their merino stuff. Look for this flag, and it's a Fjallraven if it has that flag. So next is number 11, Lululemon. Everybody knows Lululemon, but did you know that they make flannel shirts? They do, and they're called the Mason Peak. You find the Mason Peak, you will get up to $33 is the average, so it could be higher than that or a little bit lower. Sell-through rate's 124%. The total market's 242, so it's just a little less popular than Fjallraven. But they are out there. Keep an eye out. You see a nondescript flannel shirt with a flat hem. And this on the back, that is the Lululemon tag. It'll feel a little bit stretchy, and it'll feel odd for a flannel. if it feels odd, it has a flat hem and a zip pocket on the front, it's probably a Lululemon. Look for the tag. If the tag is missing, look for this on the back. What I was going to say is this is what the tag looks like before it's torn off. If you see a long black tag and it's been worn to nothing or just sweated through and you can't read anything, sometimes on the bottom you'll see the RN number still visible. Lululemon's RN number is 106259. But more than likely you're not going to find their tag. It'll be ripped off. People hate that thing. So Lululemon, it's number 11. Number 12 is Outdoor Research. Looks like this. Sell-through rate is 122%, $27 average sell price, and 107 is the market size. So it's just a little more rare than Lululemon. Outdoor Research will have this tag, and also oftentimes they will embroider their logo on the back shoulder of the shirt or the pocket. Here's what you'll see on the back of the shirt many times, and you'll also see it on the pocket. Sometimes this will be on the placket, the underside of the placket. Keep an eye out for that. And a lot of their shirts will be thinner. They do also make the thick jacket type shirts too, but you find this brand, you're going to get good money for it and it'll sell really quick. So that is number 12. Number 13, Rourke. Many people are already familiar with this brand, but did you know that their flannels have a sell-through rate of 102% and will go for $35 on average? The market is 147, which is about a little over half as popular as the Lululemon. So they're kind of rare. I found them 4 times in the wild. Look for the elbow patches, the big logos, anything like that. Like this one has the elbow patch and the big logo, the leather sewn on logo. It's going to make it worth a little more money. See if you can find a style code. If not, just the name itself will sell it. But Rourke, great stuff. Number 13. Number 14 is the most rare, which is Hippie Tree. Hippie Tree isn't a super rare brand. I mean, it's not super common, but the flannels are super rare. The reason I included them is to kind of bring the brand to your attention if you weren't aware of it. Hippie Tree is a surf brand that also does outerwear. You'll notice that the tag is very distinguishable in the wild. It's large, it's black, and it has fluorescent green HT. And also they have a little tree logo that they'll put on patches and stuff. Like, it looks like this. I wish I had a better picture of it. But that little weird cartoon looking tree, like the Charlie Brown Christmas tree, if you see that, it's a hippie tree and it should be grabbed because it will sell. Sell-through rate's 122. Average sold, $20 for the sold price. Total market is 60. So like I said, it's exceedingly rare. But Hippie Tree, anything Hippie Tree will sell. I've sold 2 or 3 of the polo shirts for pretty good money. And I sold I believe I found a pair of shorts that I sold too. So Hippie Tree, number 14. 15, Rogue Territory. There it is. This is another fairly rare brand, but they make outerwear. Their stuff is great. It's made in United States. Thick stuff, good stuff, made to last. A lot of times you'll find this extra button strap. It's kind of a indicative style marker for these. This is like a shirt jacket, I believe. Or just a really thick shirt. So Rogue Territory, keep an eye out for them. The sell-through rate, 113%. Here's the best part. $75 is the average sold price for these. Market's 47. So 47 total shirts being bought and sold on eBay. Rogue Territory, keep an eye out for them. Flint and Tinder is number 16. We are almost done with this list. This is the tag for Flint and Tinder. The shirts are kind of basic, nondescript flannel shirts. You won't necessarily know it's anything special. It doesn't look like much. The tag is boring, but it clearly states Flint and Tinder. If you see it, pick it up. The Made in America stuff is worth a little more. It is a Huckberry brand, which I'll get into that in a second. The sell-through rate is 111%, and the average sell price is $40 on these. The total market is 89 items, so it's fairly rare, but it's twice as common as Rogue Territory. I've found it several times, but I've never found one of their flannels. I found a linen shirt, a regular plaid cotton shirt, a polo shirt. I think I might have found pants too once. But Flint and Tinder, so Huckberry, this is one of their more well-known brands. So Huckberry is this. It's a website for men's brands, much like Anthropologie is for women's. It carries a bunch of different outerwear brands. So if you're ever hard up for stuff to look for to sell on eBay, you can go to Huckberry and just kind of scroll around through the shirts, pants, everything. They have other stuff, hats. So here's some brands: Taylor Stitch, Flint and Tinder, Outer Known, Wellen, Shot, Howler Brothers, Faherty. All this stuff is on my list. So if you draw the straight line between what sells really well in menswear and what's on Huckberry, get to know this stuff. So anyways, that's Huckberry. It's a pro tip if you didn't know. Huckberry is the key to men's outerwear, finding the brands that people want. So last but not least in the list is our good friend Psycho Bunny. I bet you didn't know that they made flannel shirts, but they do. Psycho Bunny has a sell-through rate of 103%. $34 is the average sale price on these. The total market for their flannel shirts is $63. So it's pretty rare. It's the second most rare. The only Psycho Bunny I found in the wild, I found 2 polo shirts, and I found a thermal shirt once or twice, and a hoodie. I left the hoodie behind because the thrift store wanted like $30 for it. But this tag here, if you see this on a shirt, a flannel, or any shirt, just pick it up. I think some of the polos might not be quite 100%. Don't quote me on that, but... So that's Psycho Bunny, and that's the last one on the list that's over 100% sell-through. I've got a lot more flannel shirt stuff coming out here, but this is the sell-through stuff. I want to do this first. So let's recap real quick before I wrap it up. We'll start from the beginning and just go through the tags. Number 1, CC Filson, sell-through rate 348%. Number 2, Outer Known, sell-through rate 246%. Number 3, Faherty, sell-through rate 190%. Number 4, Pladra, sell-through rate 183%. 5, Vermont Flannel Company, my favorite shirt to own in this list, 178% sell-through rate. Number 6, Cool, 164% sell-through rate. 7, 32 Bar Blues, 160% sell-through rate. 8, Howler Brothers, 148% sell-through rate. Number 9, Ironheart Flannel, average sell price $226 American. Sell-through rate 143%. Fjallraven, number 10, sell-through rate 140%, average sell price $45. Lululemon, number 11, sell-through rate $124, 124%. That's the tag again, the long one before it gets torn off. Outdoor Research, number 13, sell-through rate is 122. Number 13, Rourke, again, 122% sell-through rate. Number 14, Hippie Tree, sell-through rate on this 122 again. And number 15, Rogue Territory. Sell-through rate is 113. Average sale price $75. Flint and Tinder 16. Sell-through rate 111. And last, Psycho Bunny. Sell-through rate 103%. Average sale price $34. Okay, bye.